på GPS-en din, altså. En time og 16 minutter.
We left our heroes. They had solidified their position with the Amethyst Academy, been showered with many rewards from the Academy as a result, and had made their way back to the barracks at Shepherd's Gate to meet with the Hooded Lanterns. There, many pieces of news have changed hands between them, not the least of which is that it seems that by order of the hierarchy, of the Falling Fire, the Queen of Thieves, the Silver Order, and the Academy. It remains to be seen, but
Ja, det er en skam, ass. Ja. Og siden jeg har finsk, kanskje får jeg finsk reklame. Jeg skjønner ikke hva det sier.
Dungeons and Dragons 5th Edition live stream campaign. My name is Monty Martin, running the campaign as Dungeon Master.
And I'm Kelly McLaughlin, playing Sebastian Crow, the half-elf shadow sorcerer, and we're joined today by our good friends.
Jill Denitis playing Veo Senia, the Tabaxi Gloomstalker Ranger.
And Joe O'Gorman playing Pluto Jackson, the Human Battle Master. Thank you for joining us once again. And as of this week, Dungeons of Drakenheim has now been running for 1 year. And if you are just tuning in for the very first time, Kelly and I post new videos every Thursday on our YouTube channel where we cover everything Dungeons & Dragons, including advice for Dungeon Masters and guides for players. You'll also find prior episodes from this campaign available for your viewing pleasure there as well. So check it out at youtube.com/dungeondudes.
You can also join us on Tuesday nights when we record the campaign live on Twitch. Check us out from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Time at twitch.tv/dungeon_dudes. You can also watch the video episodes of the show on YouTube.
Ja, det vi jobber på, den der en øy.
Audio-only version of Drakenheim is now available on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, and Spotify.
Ja.
I think we're up to episode 11 on the podcast now.
Men teknisk sett.
I think you can get
Siden den omringet av vann.
Don't quote me on that one. 11, check it out. So check it out. You can take Drakenheim with you everywhere, especially those earlier episodes where we were still sorting out the audio issues. Kyle has done a fantastic job remastering all of those so that you can take them with you. Put it in your ear. Jill, what else you got?
Of course, don't forget to check out our Teespring store and the links below for
mat i Sverige nå.
Jep.
Det er jo litt
Welcome
billigere i hvert
back
fall.
to the ruins
Altså,
of
siden dere
Dracula.
har elbil dere også,
When
så
last
sparer
we
jo
left our heroes,
bruker den
they
nesten
had
penger på å kjøre litt.
reinvigorated the nexus of the shattered tower of the Amethyst Academy, reactivating the teleportation circle and allowing the mages of the Amethyst Academy to enter the tower once more. Recuperating in a magnificent mansion after a successful mission, our heroes were pampered and spoiled, and as the magnificent mansion fades around you and you stand once more in the halls of the Amethyst Academy, what do you do?
Does it just fade like without warning? Like it's been
Am I
a
in the
certain
middle
amount
of
of time?
eating?
No, the unseen servants kind of like
undressed,
help you
isn't
check out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's kind
So
of
I'm not just like standing there like pouring myself some wine and suddenly the bottle and the goblet disappear and I'm like, no, and then I'm just like
Yeah.
standing.
yeah. They serve you one last breakfast and are kind of like, it's
There's so much bacon in.
time to charge your credit card now, sir. We're
So much
disappearing into
bacon in my
infinity.
bag right now.
I was told that that this was all inclusive and
It's all inclusive, but as you step out, the bacon in your bag fades away.
Ah. Magic.
the tragic magic.
You stand now in the main lobby of Inn, but our heroes have figured out their next objectives with the help of Jupiter Jones. They have a lead on on another location for one of the old badges of the small council of Drakenheim, of which they now only have one. Again, the Staff of Power of the Archmage, which is a badge of office of the city. That entrusted to Sebastian Crow by the permission of the Amethyst Academy, so that they can work towards restoring the monarchy of Westmar. There is much uncertainty amongst the soldiers of the Hooded Lanterns at now having a group of Caspians and formerly Illyrians staying with them in the City Watch barracks, but you know, the commotion of the shift in allies, there's some grumbling amongst the troops, Veo, but they understand that the situation is shifting on a dime these days.
It's definitely chaotic out there, and you know, my troops know that. You know, as the wind blows, that's how things change.
Caspians are still learning their footing as they come to Drakenheim, so be patient with them. They learn slow, but they are valiant warriors, and they are to be trusted.
And it's so good that the Amethyst Academy has entrusted me with this staff of power that represents one of the badges of Drakenheim. Because everything that the Amethyst Academy has entrusted into my will has done well for us and not fallen into wrong hands.
Yeah, and you're totally gonna give it back, right?
Yes.
When I'm done with it, I promise I'll return it.
When that baby.
Unless they just need me to keep my position as Archmage of the Amethyst Academy here in Drakenheim, in which case maybe I'll just hang on to it. But we'll see. I mean, we'll see. You know, maybe we'll elect me as the Archmage, see where things go.
I'll vote for you.
But I mean, you're the commander.
I'm here.
You're Pluto Jackson. So, yes, gotta count us up.
I take my position.
Darn right.
As you discuss, the former Lord Commander, now the Lieutenant Captain, or the Lieutenant Commander, Elias Drexel, approaches your group in the barracks, and he says, "I've got a few troops ready. Scouts are coming back from the field reporting the various movements in the city. We've had a lot of difficulty controlling things through the city streets. Not that we ever have had any control, but we have word that there are many groups moving through the city streets now. There have been sightings of both cavalry ranging out from the Silver Order deep into the city. There are skirmishes between the Silver Order and the followers of the Fallen Fire. And we have seen more activity from what we can only assume are those enthralled to the Queen of Thieves. There's been more bandits, there's been more looting, more raiding, and even our scouts have run afoul of a few of their groups. There's a lot more rattlings through the areas as well.
Så ser man att
A few odd
han
bandit
versar foran
noises,
och dåligt igen när du
monsters,
kör
but
fram
as
och
long as we
tillbaka.
move quickly
Ja.
through the city, things are safer than they had been before. The main roads, particularly between here and the clock tower, I keep that locked. That's where I go most of the time. If we can find anything remaining in the Lord Mayor's offices, we should have a good opportunity to head out there.
Sounds good. I think chaos is going to get worse before it gets better in the city, and I think if our men keep their eyes and ears open rather than getting into the battles.
What weapons? You can have the long sword that I took from what's his face's body, the knight captain, one of the knight Virgil. You can use Virgil's sword, and I return it in honor to him. And I will use Jupiter. What do you got? I need some.
He gives you one of his long swords. It's a Caspian blade.
Okay.
And no griffins.
And yeah, and no griffins.
No, my griffin will. You and I, hand to man.
Gryffindor?
I accept your challenge. Guys, I'm panicking.
Do we interfere? Do you think we can interfere?
I think this is like a troll situation. Remember, we've done this. We did this with Jupiter. You got this.
Do you think they'll notice if I should have
Yes.
taken subtle spell?
And what are the and may I ask the winner? What is the prize?
Well,
Ja.
if I win, I want to challenge Sebastian Crow to a duel next. And then I want to challenge Veo Senya to a duel after that.
Take the strongest last. No, you're strong. You're strong,
Melee
Pluto.
combat
Oh.
in both cases.
I can do that.
Okay, weakest last. Weakest last.
What is your
I believe, quite simply, it's my fault.
Vad är den nackstången?
Trusting you.
Hörs det från Cowboys? Ja.
I thought you were heroes. And I misled my men into putting their
Det är
faith
sån som
in you.
hellig fyr.
And I will shed my own blood
Något sånt. Eller
before
en
I let a
Texas kan.
single one of them die at your hands.
I Sören ser jag på den kvällen.
This is my atonement. This is how I ask for forgiveness.
Kaffe då. Men du ska bara sitta där inne mens? Jag bara sitter inne mens. Ja.
I can't. We don't have to do this.
sway you?
You can give up the sword You can sway me. It's very easy. Return Ignatius. Corruption has gripped Queen Lenore. Let death end.
Ses vi imorgon då.
Yes.
Jag var lite så illekrökad nå en lyst.
Ja. Er det greit om jeg lar skoen bare ligge der?
Ja, ja. Det er fint det.
Da ses vi. Ta vare. Ha det bra.
Ha det.
Amethyst Academy. They only want promise and power. They only care for themselves. They do not have the best interests of the city at heart. They don't. We could stop the Queen of Thieves. We could reclaim the castle. We'll burn the city to the ground, but it'll be a new city. We could all work together. But if you're not, you want to sway me, you want to convince me, that's all you have to do. That's all I'm asking.
That's all. Pluto, put him on his righteous ass.
Oh, what do you say, Sebastian?
He's full of it. He raises some valid points, but not enough valid points. I eat knights like him for breakfast. I have a few more one-liners in prepared, but
Can you guys feed me some
Breakfast?
Breakfast? Knight Captain, the one thing I have to admire about you is your resolve and your dedication to something bigger than yourself, and I hope you can see the same in me. That's why it's regrettable that it's come to this. And I'm gonna kind of walk back to Jupiter.
I hope your soul finds peace in that.
I'm gonna bow to him and retrieve the sword. We're doing this.
I think we have enough to do it. I think if we interfere, we're gonna have to kill 30 men. I'd rather just watch Pluto count down.
And as I'm facing Jupiter Jones, I'm going to drink a potion of invulnerability.
Okay. The captain takes Virgil's sword and he places it to his forehead and says, Virgil, I'm sorry that you had to die, my friend. Let this atone. Let me take up your blade and atone for your death. shouldn't have given him that blade. But it was fair.
It's the right thing to do.
All right. Are you ready?
I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
Roll for initiative. What you got?
5.
You got a 5? All right. With advantage? With your shield? I mean, can you just rub it in a little more? I don't know how to roll it again. Okay. The Knight Captain goes first.
Absolutely.
You three can also roll.
17.
You guys got my back, right?
I'll try.
Oh man.
Sebastian, what you got?
I got a 5 as well. I'll go.
If you want, you can go for it.
Yeah, I'll have Pluto. Alright, Vale, you see that they're about to join battle. Would you like to do anything?
I am going to.
Yeah, we can have a little bit of a setting here.
Oh no. I'm really sorry, Knight Captain.
So you said we can't interfere with the battle, right?
because he's right beside me, and I get a 24,
Okay, so you are not blinded,
which is great.
but you still take whoa, that was 3 8s. You still take an additional 24 radiant damage.
So it's halved
Yeah.
because of the vulnerability. So it's 13, 24. So it's 13
24, 37, so yeah. Oh, no.
16? No. 12 cent. 16. No. No, 37 is.
You take 18 points.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna riposte on the. No way, I don't have reactions yet, do I?
No, you do.
I want to riposte on the first attack,
Okay.
and I get a 22.
That is a hit.
And he takes 22 damage.
22 damage. 22? Oh, that's from the extra damage because you're not wielding Ignatius.
D8 plus a D10.
22. Okay.
Yeah, plus 7.
Anything else? He makes his third attack. Getting a 25 to hit.
That hits.
For another 14 points of damage.
All right, I accept. I accept now.
You got this.
No, it's your turn.
Okay.
No.
I'm gonna swing. 25 to hit.
That is a hit.
And I want him to make a strength saving throw.
He gets an 18.
No! Okay. He's gonna take. 15 damage.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hit him again. And I miss spectacularly.
Alrighty.
And then I'm going to try to knock him prone.
Okay.
And I get a 20. My
I
strength?
get a 22.
Darn it. Okay.
Sorry, a 23.
Okay. Try to knock him around with my shield, and we start exchanging blows, and it's cool. It's so cool. We're just friendly. It's friendly. Just a friendly fun.
Sebastian, you see the fight unfold.
I'm not supposed to mess with this. If I remember correctly, in the fight against Jupiter, I molded Earth underneath his feet to make it difficult to remember. That's not gonna work. I don't know what to do. I don't know. I don't know. Since I haven't been seen yet, and since I'm on the back lines, is it possible for me to cast haste without being noticed? And are the...
Do you have subtle spell?
No. How loud do I have to talk? That's the things
You have to speak an arcane word speak, and the effect of the spell will absolutely be visible to everybody who casts a spell.
Well, then I guess I just...
Alright. We go back to the top. Bam. I don't know.
Again, the rules are that we don't directly interfere. Correct.
What are you thinking?
You should consider who you're dealing with and consider how they might interpret any sort of interference.
Just saying, we never changes.
So like a lightning bolt hits one person.
I cast fog cloud right beside them. Fog rolls in. It doesn't reach them.
Okay. There's a general commotion from amongst the group of assembled knights at this, and they look at that and they're like, "Is that the haze rolling in?"
go to Pluto in my head and I say, there's your cover. You need it.
Oh, thank you. Thanks. The knight captain looks at that and says, That's strange.
It's dragon time.
And he looks at you and he's like, do you want to stop or do you want to continue?
We continue.
Fine. So be it. And he resumes his attack.
We don't have this one.
This time he gets a 20 to hit.
I'm gonna use shield from the Ring of Spell Storing.
Cool. Raises your AC up to 25. He attacks again. This time getting a... that one's going to be 25.
That hits.
And he is going to cast Wrathful Smite on this one. So you're going to take a total of 4 psychic damage and 14 slashing damage. So 18 totals or 9 points, and you need to make a wisdom saving throw.
I'm gonna use Indomitable.
Okay.
I get a 21.
Okay, you are not frightened by him.
That's key.
He makes one last attack, which is a 26 to hit, for another 10 points of damage. As he claws in with his weapons,
Okay.
uttering the litanies of the silver flame on his lips, the sacred fire on his lips, the litany of sacred fire.
I respond in jest with some Caspian terms like "fblow" and "kerplunk," and I get crit.
Nice.
That was the key the whole time.
I just have to use my Caspian battle words. Love that. But what I want to do is also have him make a strength saving throw.
Cool. He gets a 14.
He drops his sword,
Okay.
and he takes 14 damage,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna hit him again,
Nice.
and I get a 25 to hit,
25. That is a hit.
and he has to make
Let me just check.
another strength saving throw.
Awesome. He gets a 18.
He succeeds,
Cool.
but takes another 24 damage.
That leaves him blind.
And then pushing attack, or sorry, 28 strength check, and I gotta push him back 5 feet.
Okay. Push him back 5 feet, and he's not being at 28. He does not, so he gets pushed back 5 feet.
And I'm standing on his sword.
Okay. Alrighty.
And that's my turn.
Ignatius, get out. I really need you right now, buddy. That's Pluto's.
And I go, and I say, yield.
As the sword hits the ground, I'm going to just, from back where I am,
That's
do
a good
hold
reaction
to
she
push
has.
the sword
Not.
towards Pluto,
Okay.
so that the sword just slides. So it hits the ground and slides. I just like lift the earth a little, so it shoots.
Okay. Make a stealth check.
Behind me? Like it slides through my legs?
Yeah, like it slides back behind you. A stealth check. No passive features.
Sorry.
25.
Okay. It doesn't seem like any of the Silver Order Knights noticed that. And so, that is that.
The sword is now behind Pluto. Just.
Yeah.
And I'm opposing myself kind of in between.
Okay.
I'm like, this is a nail biter.
Okay.
Pluto, the flame. Pluto, the flame. Pluto, the flame. And that's all it's whispering behind you. Just to freak everybody out.
The flame.
And I just keep a watchful eye.
Okay.
I'm really just messing with everyone's heads here. And then in our actual head, I'm like, Pluto, don't forget the fog.
Thank you.
Alrighty. The Knight Captain stands back, grabs his shield and throws it at you, and it bursts into flames as it does so, as it soars directly at you.
Told you the flame.
And he gets a 20 to hit. Do I get advantage because Vale warned me? No.
The flame.
Yeah, and is it like an attack?
Yeah, it's an attack.
I'm gonna cast shield again.
Okay, so you deflect it with the shield. It bounces back to him, and he throws it back at you once again.
Oh, so he's like pinging them off the shield?
Yeah, pinging them off the shield, getting a 21 the third time, and he gets a 24 the last time. And then he's just gonna rush forward and reach for the sword and rush around you and pick the sword up on the other side, just with his movement. He's still in your range.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna try to take like the opportunity of him like running around to try to, well, like does he's gonna run around me?
Yeah, he's just moving because you move the sword only 5 feet to the other side, so he just chases after it and scoops it up. Yeah, because Sebastian only moved it 5 feet with that, so it's enough for him to get back to it. Rush it. The way I kind of imagine it is he's like throwing the shield and relying on the moment while you're blocking it to rush you with shield to rush up forward to try to snatch it up. And because you've used your reaction this turn as well to cast shield, you're spending all your focus defending on yourself from those attacks that you're not able to prevent you from moving the sword.
So he picks up his sword, and then I'm gonna swing at him again.
Alrighty.
And I get a I'm gonna use precision strike to make it a 30.
Oh man, that's
So it hits, 'cause I don't think a 20 would hit, and it's gonna be 17 damage.
okay.
And then I'm gonna swing at him again, and I get a 27. with him. And I assume it was the high mage. It's like a level 30 wizard. I think
It's going to be DC 15.
Okay.
I just need to check the.
Yeah, I'm sorry I didn't have it handy.
That's okay. Just need to double check on the saving throw type. Constitution. Yeah, he saves.
Darn Constitution. I forgot it's Constitution. Okay, and then I'm gonna action surge and just start
Okay.
swinging at him. Oh, this time I get like a 12. And then the second hit. Okay, that's better. 26.
That is a hit.
For 11 damage.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Alright.
I'll try to knock him. Is he like? Have we pivoted to the point where he's near the fog or anything?
No, he pivoted to the other side, but he's not in the fog bank.
22 to push him prone.
He gets a 20.
So I knock him down.
Okay, so you knock him down. On his turn, he springs to his feet. And continues his attack.
He's fine. He's fine.
Getting a 20 and a natural 1 and a 24.
Both those hit.
Both of them hit. Okay. He is going to blinding smite. So the two attacks that hit do a total of 16 points of damage. And save against the blinding smite.
And is it gone?
Yeah, it's a Constitution saving throw.
Like a 26.
No, you're good. You still take 20 points of radiant damage. Yep.
Oh man, he's like, yeah. The resistance is out there, believe it or not. But I still am. I'm bloody. Okay, just for the record. I think the attack maybe be right before that it bloodied me.
Awesome. I believe it's your turn, Twitter.
I blew through all of my superiority dice, and that's why all the damage really took a steep drop off. I should have enlarged myself. I was really trying to. Okay, it's better. 27 to hit.
That is a hit.
For 15 damage.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hit him again. 19 to hit. Yes. Yes. And then I'm going to this time use second wind to heal myself for 17. Nice. Okay. We're just pounding away at each other.
Yeah, just
wailing on each other.
in the rain, in the mud, in the fog, as you continue to just beat at each other as hard as possible.
I miss you, friend. The other time. Nice. Alrighty.
I minor illusion the sound of Ignatius's voice.
You've never heard that before. It only speaks in Pluto's head.
What does Ignatius sound like? Can you telepathically do your best impression? And I'm gonna do
I'm kind of busy. I don't know if I can give you voice lessons right now. This is important. Like think of no, you're distracting me.
Sorry,
Do a
sorry,
mean,
sorry.
do just a mean guy. Sounds like a mean sword.
I minor illusion a voice coming from the sword that's lying on the ground. And I go, maybe he hasn't heard Ignatius either. Right?
Yeah,
So
no
I
one has.
minor illusion a voice coming from the sword, the Ignatius sword lying on the ground. And I go, Elias Drexel, the flame is not with you today. And that's minor
Okay,
illusion.
make an intimidation check.
I get a 10.
Not enough to squeal. You squeal when you go, ah!
The flame is not with you today, Elias. Oh no.
Your voice cracks
Yeah.
when you do it.
Sorry, Pluto, I tried my best. Is that what it sounds like?
You know what? You did your best, buddy. That's what I appreciate.
Alright, cool. You're welcome.
Alright. The night captain continues his assault.
Elias Drexel. I said Elias Drexel. That's why.
Yeah, that's why it didn't work. You said Elias Drexel instead of Theodore Marshall.
That's why I wasn't one. Wait, his name's Theodore. Elias is back there.
All these southern names.
I'm sorry, I'll see myself out.
No, you're doing great. Keep trying.
And I'm like, my turn. And from the fog cloud, I do, again, a whispering, not angry voice, but a stern voice. I say, the flame is with Pluto. And it just repeats for a minute. Kind of wavering in and out in volume.
Okay. I will let Sebastian re-roll that intimidation check with your support.
This time, we didn't say the wrong thing.
The flame is not with you.
I was like, focus on putting Pluto up, less the other guy down.
21.
21. The commander, the knight commander will have disadvantage on his first attack.
Woo!
Guys, the seeds of doubt have been planted in his mind, and and waveringly he attacks Pluto again. This time only getting a 18 to hit, and he proceeds to attack 2 more times, getting a 20 and a 20 to hit.
They both hit.
Alrighty. So that first one's going to be 14 damage. The second one is going to be 10 damage. And he will also apply his branding smite to that. And I believe I forgot what branding smite does.
That's okay.
It's 2d6 extra radiant damage. And that's pretty much it. So that's an extra 8 radiant damage. As he howls down and says, the flame is with it. He says, the flame is with me, and I've got no doubt in my mind that what I do is right. I won't let doubt take seed in my heart. I'll strike you down.
I will strike you down. How about that, huh? I'm not as quippy with my kill. I usually fight monsters, and they don't talk as much.
Yeah.
So I'm not as used to like the back and forth. So I'm kind of catching my footing here. It's new territory. But I'm always down to kill new things. You know, try new things, kill new things. And can I swing at him?
Yep.
Sweet. I'm gonna swing at him. I get a 20.
That's it. A 20 to hit or a natural 20?
20 to hit.
That is a miss.
Miss. And then swing at him again.
soar back up, and you finish what you started.
I will. And I'm gonna reach back and grab old javelin, and I'm gonna stab him.
All right, go for it.
Stab him with my javelin. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. 23 to hit.
It is a hit.
For 9 damage.
You stab Knight Captain Theodore Marshall in the heart with the spear. He lets go of his sword, and he grabs it, and he pulls the spear a bit closer towards you. He says, "My friend, I'm sorry. I couldn't speak against you. But now there's no one to speak for you either.
You died with honor. I hope not in vain." And I release him down to the ground, off my spear.
And that's where we're going to take our break. Welcome back. We are back from our break and ready to take on the ruins again.
But before we get back into it, I want to make a shout out to Tabletop Audio. They provide all of our ambient music for all of our sessions. We've created some custom playlists. Check it out, tabletopaudio.com. It's all free, and it's all there to make your games better.
Be sure to visit our merch store at the links below at our Teespring store with some of your faves like Troll Killer and Yes Yes Yes, and even the Dungeon Dudes logo. Or you can check out bit.ly/Dungeon Dudes merch.
If you're enjoying the stream and you'd like to support our work, don't forget to check us out on Patreon. You can find out how by following the links below or at patreon.com/dungeon_dudes. We also have a phenomenal Discord community, which is exclusive to our patrons. So if you do join us on Patreon, you can join us on Discord, chat with us about all of the nerdy things, what's going on in Dragonheim. You can even chat about behind the scenes stuff, and just all sorts of other nerdy things. We have lots of good chats in there with all of us, so join it.
With that, we shall return to the ruins of the old common hall, where as Pluto Jackson draws back out his javelin of lightning from the chest of Knight Captain Theodore Marshall, and he slumps to the ground, dead. And a stunned silence descends over the plaza. The knights look at each other, and they look at the body of their commander. There's silence.
I lay him down gently, and I remove the circlet from his waistband, or however he had it attached. And I walk back over to Jupiter.
As you do, Cassandra Wyatt, one of the Knight Captain's wingmen, swoops down, and you can hear that. And as she does so, there's a screech from the Knight Captain's griffin as it swoops forward over the body of the Knight Captain, and is just screeching in rage. And as you back off, it screeches at you like this. He made me do it. And Cassandra Wyatt flies down beside, and she says, "Take your trinket. Get away." Goodbye.
Don't be mad, he didn't give us a choice.
I try to pick up Ignatius.
Ignatius, you can lift the blade, but it is not illuminated.
Is everything
Are we good? Are we cool? Are we cool, bud? There's no reply.
So put it back in, sheath him. We'll deal with Ignatius's temper tantrum later. And I do one of those, like, when you're standing really far away from your friends, I like hold the circlet to where I kind of think maybe the back.
I'm pretty sure we can still talk. How long does this last for?
As you walk away, Jupiter Jones says, "That was phenomenal, my friend. Well done. Bravo. True Caspian honor on display right there. You Illyrians should all take note. Let guns say that Pluto Jackson is a dishonorable man. He has given your captain all the honor due, a proper Caspian duel. He could not have asked for a better death."
I'm like not celebrating, like I'm walking, and he's like cheering.
Yeah.
I'm like walking around with my head kind of down, like, ah, darn it. Like I got the circlet, but I didn't want to kill the knight captain. But my hand was forced to.
As you turn away, you hear the squeaky voice cry out from amongst the knights, and this voice reacts and says, "I challenge you!"
I turn around.
And there's this younger knight, maybe a squire, pointing his sword up at you, and he says, "I challenge you! Come on, you want another duel?" And as he does so, another knight turns around beside and says, "Yeah, I challenge you too! Come on, you want it?" And another one of the knights says, "I challenge you! You can fight us all, one after the other."
I step out into the circle,
And I jumped down.
and Vale jumps down, and I go stand next to Pluto, and I hold my staff out, and I'm just like, "Your knight commander was one of the greatest fighters that we've ever seen, better than any of you. Pluto Jackson just took him down without breaking a sweat." Don't sweat.
I'm kind of sweating. It's really sweaty in here.
Do any of you really feel like dying today because your commander was stubborn?
Jupiter Jones speaks up. "If the boy wants to duel with Pluto Jackson, let him. It's his own funeral."
I growl at Jupiter and say, "Shut up!"
Jupiter, I think, you know what? I love the enthusiasm. I think maybe I'll kind of let my.
What, you're gonna turn down a duel? He just challenged you, man.
I think you have a little bit to learn about honor.
Listen, kid. Don't let your emotions get the best of you. I don't have any quarrel with you. I think it's time that we both went our separate ways.
Okay, the three of you can make a group persuasion check.
20.
Come on, dice. 10.
14.
The knights, Cassandra Wyatt looks over and says, "I reckon that sounds like cowards talk to me. You want to back down right now after you just killed the most honorable man any of us ever knew?"
I walk up to her, not walk up, but I step towards her and I say, "It was an honorable battle on his terms. He made his choice to do this, and he put his blood before yours. Do you really want to do dishonor to his will?"
Cool. Make a hard persuasion check. It's gonna be tricky.
Or
Yeah, it's gonna be a hard one. Let's see.
12.
She says, "He died for all the rest of us. And all the rest of us would lay down our lives for him." What would you lay your life down for?
For Drakenheim.
For the city.
Well, then I reckon now's your chance.
This battle between us is not for the city. It's for your own stubborn pride. It's not worth me putting my life down for you to get back at us for a noble battle.
Do the two of you want to jump in?
What's can I use know your enemy? I want to know her if she's got a better or worse AC than me. And total class levels, I'm 10.
For Cassandra?
Yeah. So I go, I
Take it different. I don't use class levels for my NPCs. Spoiler alert. I don't use the. I just make it all up. So yeah.
AC and current hit points. I mean, it's not hard to beat 28, but
She's got 112 hit points.
Okay,
okay.
see.
And her AC
Is it
lower
bigger?
than yours.
It's lower than mine. Okay.
Yeah.
Cassandra, we don't want to kill any more Knights of the Silver Order today. So I suggest that you take your men and women here and march along. Because you've only seen what one of us can do. You haven't seen what happens when you take on all three of us, and that's going to be a bad choice. So I suggest take your pride, think about what's happened here today. Then we'll come back and we'll have a chat.
Okay. Make an intimidation check.
12.
Yep, 12.
She says.
Guess it's time to fight.
Just get loose. Just get loose.
She says. If you don't want to fight honorably, if you want to back away from it here and now, she turns around to the other knights. Don't let our captain's death be in vain. Let's take him down. Roll for initiative.
Ooh.
So bad. Oh, there's.
And during this brief interaction, I took a short rest. I was able to recover. I'm so.
If you
I'm so
wanted to
empty.
take a potion afterwards, you can.
Can I take one potion?
Yes.
Yeah. And if I mix two potions,
You can take one potion. You have time to drink one.
Yeah, but he's already drank in the potion of
so
invulnerability.
and that's the.
Oh, yep. So roll a d20, and
So
on a one.
I'm gonna drink.
Okay.
Um,
Potion of healing.
No, I can use the ointment, right?
Yeah, that doesn't count as a potion.
Okay, I'll use some of the ointment.
Okay.
How much is it regain me?
18.
Thank you.
Okay. Alrighty. So we have the Silver Order Griffin Riders and the Silver Order Soldiers. Roll initiative for them. Wow. Okay. Griffin Riders are probably going to go first unless Vea's pulled something out. 10. Sebastian?
20.
20. Okay. And Pluto?
19.
Oh, wow. Okay. So, Vale, you're actually dead last.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah. Alrighty. So here's what we got. We got a whole bunch of Silver Order soldiers, and then we have the 2 Silver Order Griffin Riders. And what we'll do is we'll move Cassandra down to the ground there as well.
Which one's Cassandra?
She's the one on the far window. Yeah. Put her down. And as battle is drawn, the Knight Captain's Griffin scoops up his body and begins flying away.
Okay, so that
Yeah.
Griffin's going. Okay, good.
Okay.
Less griffins.
Okay.
Bonus.
So the first to act are actually the Griffin Riders. So
Good.
Cassandra and Owen, who you both remember.
Hi.
And Owen swoops down from above, takes his lance, and he's gonna go right for Veo. Veo! And leave him on flank stand because he has reach on his lance. So he comes down with the lance and attacks Veo. Getting a 24 and an 18 to hit.
Both hit.
Okay. Oh, actually, sorry, no, he has advantage. So that the first one's a 24, and the second one is a 24 as well, because he has mounted combatant. So, yeah. Okay. And so with 2 hits, big old D12s, that is going to be a total of 17 points of damage from the lance attacks. And then he swoops back up on the Griffin, back up into the air. Higher. And then Cassandra is going to go right for Pluto. She flies forward. And so she's on a smaller flying stand. And she gets a 26
Oh my gosh.
and a 23 to hit.
Both hit.
For a grand total of 20 points of piercing damage with her 2 attacks.
Ow! Okay. I accept gracefully. And she's got reach as well.
She does.
Okay.
Yeah. She has 10-foot reach. And they both fly up, so they are both 30 feet up in the air.
We getting out of here?
We can just bail. Telepathically, like, bail. Is someone saying pork chops in my head?
Oh, pork chops! Pork chops.
Or do we just murder all the
I'd
ground?
like to live to eat the pork
We
chops.
haven't even tried yet. We don't know how tough
Yeah,
they
we
are.
could murder all the ground people and then the flying people
Is it,
just fly away.
is it Sebastian?
It is Sebastian's turn.
Sebastian steps forward and he looks at the row of soldiers in front of him. And he goes, "Soldiers, flame be with you." And he casts fireworks.
Oh no, the fire!
Nice.
And that should affect quite a few of them there. Yeah.
That was really cool.
Yeah, so I yell, "Flame be with you," and then I throw my staff in a line across them, and you just see fire shoot out of the ground,
Nice.
erupting along the first line of them and burning back towards them. So yeah, it's what is it when you create a wall of fire? Each creature within its area must make a dexterity saving throw. When the wall of fire appeared, each creature within its area must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, the creature takes 5d8 fire damage.
So I got a lot back there. There's a lot of guys back there. So they all gotta make.
They're within 10 feet of the wall on
Okay.
that side.
And what's the DC?
17.
Only one of them succeed. Yeah.
Firewall. Do you need D8s?
I need one more d8.
Kablamo.
Uh, 26 damage.
26. All the ones that failed their saves are dead. Roasted alive, and you hear the screams of the young squire and the young knights as they are burned alive in the wall of fire.
And in Sebastian's eyes, you see the flames as he smirks and he goes, "Sorry, boys, you wanted it.
The flame is now with you.
The flame
Forever.
is now with you." I fist bump you in the battlefield.
But we also realize how dark it is because we just murdered like a
Yeah,
bunch
this
of
is really
children.
tragic and dark and stuff.
Give a man fire, he's warm for a day. Light a man on fire, he's warm the rest of his life.
All right, Pluto, it's over to you.
And as I say that, old Caspian saying,
and you can hear Cassandra cry, "No!" as she watches them all burn away.
I gave her the option to walk away.
Yep. Pride.
Sandra.
Pride.
and her name was Cassandra. Can I assume they're on kind of like, are they both at 30 feet?
Yes, they are.
Okay. And are they close to each other?
They are in separate squares,
Okay.
but beside each other,
I'm
basically.
gonna just huck my javelin at Cassandra.
Okay.
I get a, pardon, 22?
A 22 is a hit on Cassandra
For 8 damage.
for 8 damage. Okay.
And then I get a 24
That is also a hit.
for 11 damage.
Okay. Nice.
And then, there's no other guards around me, right?
No, there's a few other soldiers around. There's 5 that have survived. And we're going to have Jupiter and his men go at the end of the round.
And, yeah.
And also the Hooded Lantern.
Yeah, and
Yeah, okay.
And Ansem.
Then that's my turn. Yeah.
Okay.
I just take one look at Cassandra and I say, "You wanted this mess." And I use my bonus action to Zephyr Strike. Advantage. And I take 3 shots at her.
Nice.
Here we go, Vale.
19.
19 is a hit.
Woo! And here come the dice.
Here come the dice.
This is what yeah, oh, you want to go ranged? That's fine. Like, if you can fly 300 feet away. Nice.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Is that with one of your 3 shots?
That's the first
Nice.
one.
Nice.
Okay. Okay.
The
Alright.
muscle.
Yeah, you guys haven't even fought our muscle yet. Like, I'm not even the strongest one. And I killed the Knight Captain. You guys don't have a chance.
Second shot is only 12.
That's not a hit.
And third is less.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay.
No.
And then I will use my feline agility to back up. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to use my feline agility. I'm just going to use the extra movement from Zephyr Strike.
Mhm.
And then I'm going to climb the wall and up over to beside Ansem.
Okay. And the Hooded Lanterns ask, "Lord Commander, where do you want us to fire?"
Go for the Griffins.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the Hooded Lanterns will break up their shots across both the Griffin Riders. The Griffin Riders have mounted combatant, so they take the shots themselves.
Yeah.
And so you've got 5 Hooded Lanterns on the field. 2 hit. 3 make hits, split up evenly between the 2 of them. So Owen gets crit by one of the Hooded Lanterns, and Cassandra gets hit twice.
Nice.
Ansem is going to fire his crossbow at Cassandra, and he misses, unfortunately. So from the Hooded Lanterns shots, both Owen and Cassandra take 10 points of damage each. And the Jupiter Jones says to hit the Caspians, "Come on, boys, let's mop up the rest." And they charge forward against the other
This feels good.
other
This feels good.
Illyrians.
Me and Jupiter in
Murdering
combat.
everyone.
Yeah.
Killing all these
Wow.
humans. This feels good. I feel good about this.
Yeah.
No, I'm not mad about it.
And one of the last soldiers then, she over there, the quivering squire, she screams out loud and races towards Sebastian and stabs him,
Sounds like a good
getting
idea.
a 17 and a 10.
I cast shield.
Okay.
I don't even look at her. I just like shield off to the side.
And I turn around and I smite her with my and I get a 20 to hit.
That hits.
For 10 damage.
Okay, you cleave her in twain.
I stab her through the stomach, and I just pull it out as you shield it against her.
And I just go, thanks, man.
Got you. Okay. And the Griffin Riders. The Griffin Riders, in rage, both fly down on, because, who are they going to go for? They
So many options to kill.
are going to both decide that Sebastian has killed the most of their soldiers, and both of them go for Sebastian.
Yeah, that seems fair.
Getting a 20 to hit, a 22 to hit, a 26 to hit, and an 18 to hit.
The 18 misses because of my shield.
Okay.
The rest hits.
Sebastian,
good one.
you take 5 hits total. 3 hits total. 1 for 14, 1 for 7, and 1 for 11. And then they fly back up in the air.
I get pummeled with lances. I'm just like, no problem. And I just get like stabbed 3 times. And now I'm like,
I stop the little girl from attacking you, and then you get murdered.
Yeah, you turn, dropping your guard, and stab the little girl, and then you turn back around, and I just have 2 lances sticking in me, and I'm like, Pluto?
I was protecting you. Do you have to make con saves
Yes, I do.
for your
First con save,
the Great Firewall?
17 for my first con save.
Okay.
That's going to be 20
Yep.
Well done.
and 19.
All saved. The
Good
firewall
job.
remains in effect. Sebastian, it's your turn.
They flew back up after they hit me. I back up a bit, and I hold out my staff of power, and I cone of cold upwards towards them in this swirling vortex of an ice storm.
Nice.
Shoots out of the staff.
Okay, roll a wild magic surge because you are using the staff of power.
Right.
Oh yeah,
That's so
that does
fun.
that.
Forgot about that one.
Wild
It's fine.
magic.
I get a 96. What's the worst that could happen?
Plotted plan. Plotted plan. Plotted.
You and all creatures within 30 feet of you gain vulnerability to piercing damage for the next minute.
No!
That's not good. They have piercing. They have piercing weapons.
Wait, does that include the Griffin Riders?
The Griffin Riders are in the
They're too
air.
far up.
They're too far out. Yeah.
It's okay, I'm still cone of colding them.
How far up am I?
You channeled the wild magic after getting stabbed, and the magic was like, oh, you like getting stabbed? And like made you more vulnerable to getting stabbed.
There you go.
I feel more in danger.
But you have
How
a
did
gun,
they
so
get
that's good.
vulnerability to piercing? That's what you end up rolling against Griffin riding Lancers.
Should have taken the
Lance-
plotted plan.
I wish we had the potted plan. I could have just kicked you.
Towards the Griffins, too.
Alright, they need to make a Constitution saving throw at DC 17.
They both fail, and one of the Griffins succeeds.
Alright, I need 4 more. Is that possible?
Yeah, 2, baby.
Here's
2, 2, 2.
I got it.
Sound of many dice.
Alright, and yeah, I'm gonna stick with that.
Solid.
Yeah. Pluto, help me math.
You got this.
42 damage.
Okay, 42 damage.
You rolled like 5 8s on that.
So
No, you.
Sandra has 6 hit points.
4 8s and 5 and 3.
6.
Yeah, she had 112. Okay, and yeah, so Cassandra's very bloodied, and Owen is extremely wounded as well, and Owen's Griffin is bloodied, but neither of them are dead. None of them are dead.
I yell, you can still leave with your lives.
Well, it's Veo's turn.
So maybe
sorry. It's their soldiers. The surviving few soldiers down
Or
there.
me? Do I get?
Oh, sorry, Pluto.
Pardon. Because I'm just gonna throw my javelin
Exactly. We can't.
at Cassandra.
Okay.
You can still leave with your
20
That is a hit.
for 8 damage.
She is slain.
So I look at her, I'm like, you can still leave it, and then this javelin just like flies up and hits her. And she falls.
Oh, you said it too late. No, you said it
I
too late.
turn to the other guy and I go, you can still leave with me.
And I throw, and I get a 26 to hit, 28 to hit for 8 damage.
Pardon me?
28 to hit on hands.
That is a hit.
For 8 damage.
Okay.
I guess they can't leave with them knives.
Yeah, you spoke too soon. That's my turn.
You can still. Oh.
It was already in the air when you said it. Like, I can't help it.
It's fine.
Cool.
I just wanted to be dramatic. They're dead now.
Alright.
This is what we've become.
She is dead. The soldiers, but her griffin's still alive, so don't take her off the board. The soldiers fight against the Caspians. And
Do they all avoid the firewall, I'm guessing?
they do. They walk around it and fight. One of the Caspians is wounded, but these are veteran Caspian soldiers, so they're not cut down. And we go now to Vale.
Vale.
No, don't fall.
Nimbly.
She's hopping up on the wall.
Sorry.
And she aims at the Griffin Rider in the sky with her bow to take 2 shots. Before she does, she says, you know, funny thing about light, there are some astral bodies in the sky that look dark, but they're so dark that they pull all the light in. You have made an enemy today. And she takes her shots. 19 each.
That's a hit.
That's rocks. That would not way up.
18 damage.
Okay.
11.
To hit is a miss.
And then she goes, good day. And she hops back down.
Okay.
And she, because she's behind this, can she hide with her bonus action?
Yep.
Or not bonus, yeah,
Yep.
with her cunning action. She hides.
And with that, the Hooded Lanterns continue their onslaught of shots, and with a hail of arrows, Owen is shot down, and the Griffins fly off.
Bye, Griffins.
Do they have the rider still on them?
The riders fall. The riders fall, and the Caspians cut down the remaining Illyrian soldiers.
I'm gonna go towards Cassandra's body and check it for stuff.
Certainly.
I feel.
Is she still like,
She is very dead because had she not been killed by the javelin going through her midsection, falling 30 feet off of a griffin onto the ground while you're unconscious would not be something that anyone would survive. Owen and Cassandra are both very dead.
Oh, ooh, there's a lot. We've really lost our diplomacy, and now it's full war.
Listen,
I
we
don't
tried
know
to talk it out. They didn't want
We did a
to.
polite duel, and then they
I've had enough with stubborn paladins. They just are gonna get what they deserve now.
got to.
The saddest part of all of this is that our friend, the Knight Commander,
Was he really our friend though?
He
If
was.
He put that much.
but he died so that none of their blood would need to be shed, and then they all just, oh, let's go fight the Master Wizard, the Lord Commander, and the new Lord of Drakenheim. That's a smart idea, idiots. Oh.
Yeah, they.
I think if he was really our friend, he wouldn't have put us in that awkward position.
Yeah, this is your fault. I point at his body, surrounded by like burning corpses, and this is your
Oh
fault.
no, his griffin took him off.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
His griffin took off his body.
I'm
Where he
pointing-
would be.
I'm
The
pointing
only
at
thing remaining actually is his warhammer.
I pointed his
Griffin-
warhammer.
Yeah,
Oh, who wants a warhammer?
because he threw down his warhammer and Virgil's blade, but his shield was strapped back to his arm.
I pick up the
Yeah.
warhammer and I hand it over. Hey, do you want a trophy for your murder?
Should I be walking around with this?
It was his survival.
And Jupiter Jones
we
just says, "That was glorious, spectacular. The way you burned all those soldiers alive, Sebastian, was quite impressive. Where did you learn how to do that?"
I went to school.
Stay in school, kids.
We can...
Jupiter, you were great. Indeed. You didn't really say much left for us, but nonetheless, we got these
I
ones.
think it shows you that how strong we've become since, you know, the
If you ever
first
want to have a
met us.
friendly duel again, you know.
All right. Are you challenging me to a duel?
No, I'm just kidding.
No.
We're old pals now.
Never challenge a Caspian to a duel unless you're serious about it.
I challenge you to a drinking duel later.
You're gonna eat those words, my friend.
Literally.
Probably. I'm not a very big man.
Guys, we have a serious thing to think about. Where is this circlet badge?
Oh.
Where's it gonna be safe?
Well, with us.
Oh, we're just gonna keep it with us.
Oh yeah, we were
I mean,
keeping staff.
I can't have another one.
Well, then that's going to be Pluto's badge for now.
Well, I'll just hang on to it. I can't attune to anything if it is that way, but we'll have to investigate it and the Warhammer when we have some time. For now,
I was gonna say we could always give the Warhammer to your dad, and he can make something out of it.
yeah.
Let's just rob all of these.
Can we rob all these people and throw them down that well that I can see?
It's a
It's a
fountain.
fountain.
You can.
You just start
I can still throw them in it, though,
toss them
right?
in the fountain.
There's no.
Yeah,
They
if
just
you want
pile
to.
up.
Most of them are equipped with now burned through chainmail armor and weapons and shields. The Griffin Riders both had holy symbols of the sacred fire, and in and amongst the group of them, you actually find 4 potions of healing.
Nice.
And a spell scroll of bless.
Ooh.
Ooh. Fancy.
They weren't carrying any money on them.
Do you want the scrolls, and then we can split the healing potions?
Yeah, sure.
Any shards?
You get 2 healing potions.
Okay.
No, they don't keep delirium with them.
Or they love to destroy it. Right?
Yeah.
Don't like
Yeah.
it.
I would like to say to all of the men that fought here, I know that we were all just joking and having a good time on these corpses, but I think in reality, Sebastian does kind of step forward and kind of faces everybody that fought here, and it's just like, well, everybody, this is not how we intended this to go down today. And it's sad that they were stubborn enough to continually push us to fight. There was no need for us to shed this blood, and the only thing that we can really hope for is that this bloodshed is a sign to the rest of the Silver Order that we are not to be messed with. And as long as we stick true to what we're standing for, we gotta remember that we're here for Drakenheim. And if people are gonna try to push us around and burn this city to the ground, then we need to stand up for it. And unfortunately, standing up for it means that occasionally we have to be standing on a battlefield like this one, surrounded by all this death.
Our hands are gonna get dirty.
But our allies will be our allies, and our enemies, regardless if they say they're friends, will be our enemies. We'll have to take them down.
I don't feel good about it, but yeah.
As long as we're doing it not for some gain,
You know,
we need to make sure it's for the right reasons.
absolutely. Killing trolls and gnolls and minotaurs is one thing, but having to burn down an army that you once fought beside just a few weeks ago, that's... feels a little dirty.
It's regrettable that we couldn't see eye to eye, but the reason why they were such a powerful friend is because they had such conviction. And there's a lot of respect that comes with it, but at the end of the day, they weren't going to let us just walk out of here. And they weren't going to let us continue doing what we were doing.
They pushed their conviction past to the point of foolishness.
Maybe we can convince the Hierarch to eventually turn this holy quest off and go back to the way things were, but until then, they're our enemy.
Seems that way.
And they're bringing war to us.
Was this the badge that we were coming here for that Jupiter mentioned, or is this a different?
Is this what you were talking about, Jupiter?
Ansem speaks up and says, "That's it. That's the Lord Mayor's sign. This circlet. It said that the Lord Mayor could read people's minds.
Do we have any reason to go
It has the
exploring?
seal of Drakenheim on it.
Wait, I guess I don't have one right now.
Yeah, not currently. Do you want to read minds?
Could.
Even though you don't have a badge,
I can't
you
take
still
one
have
that
the
isn't-
office.
Ansem, any reason to investigate this building? Have the Hooded Lanterns been through here?
No, we haven't. It's been occupied by trolls, and the Silver Order did our work for us. Looks like they took some casualties in the process, too. But we could certainly explore through this and see if we could find anything. I mentioned to the Lord Commander earlier, there might be archives. The archives still might be here, and they could have maps and schematics of the old city's sewer systems.
Yes.
Sewer maps.
Well, Jupiter, why don't you and your men keep guard out here? Let us know if anything happens, and we and the Hooded Lanterns will try to find anything important in this building.
The call sign is pork chops.
That's a curious call sign, but okay.
You're one of us now.
The doors of the common hall are open, and as you push, and as you head inside, you can see that they, after a vestibule hallway, they open up into the common house hall itself. So the whole building is called the Common House Hall, but then this is the Common House Hall inside, which is used as both a council chamber and a courthouse. So there is a large magistrate's pedestal with a great desk, and the room in here can be arranged such that there's benches all along the outside, and a petitioner can stand in the middle, and either petition the council, or the council can all speak to each other, or someone can be put on trial in this central room. There are doors leading off to the sides which have been broken open as well, and there are signs of battle inside, because as you come in the vestibule, you can see that there are canvases placed over the bodies of about 8 Silver Order soldiers that essentially may have fallen in battle against the trolls here, that were occupying this room. There's the filth of the trolls' lair that has been built up in the center here, and that includes trash, refuse, the bodies of several animals, including ratlings and even several gnolls that they have been eating and feeding on. And they put in the center a large cauldron with a spit roast over it that has a now cold spit of several ratlings on skewers. That they've basically taken spears and put entire ratlings on them to cook.
I mean, we've done that before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not actually
That was like the first thing we ate in
Like
Drakenheim.
rat kebabs.
Was rat kebabs. And now they're our friends. You guys want to eat these rats?
Yeah, let's eat these rats. We have
You heat them up. Oh, I can heat them up.
we have a way of either making friends and then eating them later, or making and then killing them later. Like, it's like a pattern.
Are you saying what I think
Well,
you're saying?
I'm turning off the stream now. I'm soon
As you
up my
look around
kids
there,
at
it looks like
school.
the Silver Order
So yeah,
moved through
Goodbye.
into this chamber, but it
Hopefully,
doesn't look like they have explored
I
much
can
else
play
of
something
the
on
area
my
aside
computer
from
later.
fighting down
So
the other trolls here. It doesn't look like the